But I recall that when we started and we realized that we are an illegal business in this country. In 1993, I personally went to virtually all political parties of this country who were in parliament. I made presentations to them. And when I was talking to the group of MPs of each party, and I think out of 1,000 or 1,100 MPs of both houses, I must have covered about 800 of them. And when I gave some data points that the overall media and entertainment industry, which includes the movies, the music, the television, all put together that time was only $300 million equivalent industry, and rupee to dollar was about 30 rupees that time. And I told them that, sir, by 2000, this industry would be $4 to $5 billion industry. So you all need to bring some legislation, make this industry legitimate. And obviously, in the audience, in the MPs, there were few of the people, those who belonged to the media industry, those who ran newspapers, those who were in one way or the other connected with the film industry. वो बाहर आके बोले कि यार क्यों सुभाष क्यों झूठ बोल रहे हो, क्यों बेवकूफ बना रहे हो लोगों को? How can this industry be so big in such a short period of time? And ladies and gentlemen, I think a lot of you will vouch for it. There's quite a lot of faces I can see, those who have been in the past associated with the Z group in one form or the other. You have walked through the journey. And in case the industry would not have had certain structural deficiencies, I would say, I think this industry should have been by now double the size what it is. But certainly, as they say, Der ayat durust ayat, I think we are moving in right direction. I think through some initiatives of Indian Broadcasting Foundation and other associations which are springing up, I think there would be certain corrections in the industry's way it is structured. I would also say that we have not really told the story of this industry to the world. The story of this industry is yet to be known within the industry and outside the industry. I think if somebody has to take a research and do some fact-finding, you will find that this industry has created, at least to my mind, 5 million jobs, if not more. Direct jobs, I would think, and indirectly many more. It has the potential to change the landscape of this country's way this country thinks. It has actually. Nobody has spoken about it Today, you talk to any of the advertisers, at least whenever I go and meet sometimes the clients, they're saying that the rural India today is giving us much more growth than the urban areas. And that is only thanks to the television. Remember, when we started that time, there were exactly 5 producers of television programming. And you can name them. I think everybody who knows this industry knew that who 5 of them were. And when I went to invite all of them individually to come on the inauguration party, they came, all 5 of them came. But then they said that, Subhash, you need us more than our good wishes. And my response to them was, sir, I cannot afford you. Because they were, in those times, they were demanding that they should be paid about 3 lakh of rupees for a half-an-hour program. And it's a story known to everybody that we started developing new producers, new production houses, young talent. We used to just sign the check and we used to listen the story, and they were not having money to start the production, so we would give them money in advance. And that's how it started. And my first 12 months programming costs, friends, I don't know whether you can think or imagine, some of the colleagues are sitting here. Our average cost per hour first year was 30,000 rupees an hour, programming cost. Vinita, you have seen, you met me in 1992, so did your husband. And today, where are we? Of course, we do have hundreds of production houses. We have lots of other people, those who have joined. But I would strongly argue a case today in presence of this audience that this industry needs to have a unified platform. A unified platform which should include the production houses. It should include the distribution companies, MSOs, last mile cable operators. It must have the news broadcasters. It must have the other broadcasters. It should have the broadcasting technology partners. A overall encompassing media federation will be able to tell the story of this industry in a much better, much bigger way. And I'm sure if that can happen, then AFAX, this third edition, can become, I think, 10 times much more bigger than what it is today.